Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. Got a video today from Dee. Men aren't settling for older women, and this is why. My girl. Please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow.
You guys see the title. Men are tired and are not settling for older women. And this is why a lot of women, especially older women, you know, it's all women really, but a lot of the older women are confused and upset and bitter and you know, surprised by the fact that men are saying they don't want older women. The reason why I specify older women, because the older women seems to develop their worth at the older they get, according to them. So according to them, as they get older, the more mature they get, the more they understand their worth, and then their requirements become even higher.
True.
And the thing we like to always point out is the fact that a lot of these women don't recognize their worth when they're younger. You know, when they're in their early 20s, when they're in their prime. They don't understand their worth then, but once they've had children, once they've been to college, once they've purchase a home, once they're, you know, they've created a lifestyle, then at the age of 30, somewhere near 40, they are super entitled because they think that their worth is based on their achievements when it comes to dating and relationships and marriage. So, and I'm saying this because I want women to understand that that is not the way men look at it, and that is not how it's determined.
Shout outs to Dee for creating these videos for women to kind of understand. Is there a lot of women in our channel? I'm hoping so, but I'm sure there's still a good chunk of men, but at least there's women out there like her speaking on it, telling the truth, speaking the truth. The more of these women are out there, the better, in my opinion.
Because so many women believe that their worth is determined by their education, by, you know, by the things that they've accomplished, because they feel accomplished within themselves. And there's nothing wrong with that. As an adult, you have to take care of yourself. So these women have to work or go to school or whatever to try to create create a life for themselves. And if they already have children on top of that, they have to take care of these kids. Women have pedestalized themselves and put themselves to a place where they feel that they're better than men because some of them can out earn men. So it's solely contingent upon their success, their money, their accomplishments. And I think the thing that a lot of...
But that's the other side of things too, Dee. Even the broke, dusty, musty crusties that are 30, 35, 50, 40, whatever the hell they are, still think that they're better than men. It's not just the women that out earn men. It's even the broke, dusty, musty crusties.
Women have not paid attention to is the fact that the reason why a lot of men are saying they want, you know, a younger woman and everything else that comes with that is because so many of these women have not been told what they should be looking for in a mate or, you know, a man, and they've created it for themselves. Part of the reason as to why a lot of men are not settling, first they're tired and they're not settling for these women, is because first they have a modern mindset. They think that it's all about money, and that's all that you should be contributing, and they don't have to contribute anything. On top of that, if we're going to think about it from a different perspective as to the reasoning and the purpose, shall I say, behind women and men. What is the purpose of a man and what is the purpose of a woman? And what is the purpose of them joining together?
Exactly.
And so the thing is,
the purpose is a family, kids, stable kids that are going to be great, productive members of society.
It goes back to biology. You think about why were we created? Why were we designed the way we're designed? Why are men and women created the way they are? And the first thing you can think of is to procreate, right? We're designed to make more of us. We're solely here mainly to procreate, to create more of us, to keep this thing going, to keep life going on earth, right? I think so many people have gotten away from that, and they don't realize the real reason for a man and a woman being together and what that purpose looks like and what it's meant for. This is why
she's right. Nowadays, people just come together because it's fun. Sex is fun. Sex is enjoyable. Spending time with another person is fun, but we don't date intentionally to build towards that family anymore. nor do most people even want it anymore, especially women.
Why marriage and relationships are just like, it's like a recreational thing. It's more of a situationship,
Right.
more of something.
It's just enjoyable,
that is
fun.
not being taken seriously, because we've gotten away from the order of things and what we're really here for. And the thing about it is, when it comes to older women specifically, the whole reasoning behind older women, because a lot of older women get upset when they hear this, when they hear, most men aren't checking for you. They get mad,
They
mad.
do.
They get mad because they don't really understand why. And then they don't realize the very same things that they're using as something that's supposed to be a benefit to the man is actually not. So when you hear old women say, look, I got my own this, I got my own house, I got my own car, I have my own kids, I got my kids are taken care of, I make
we
this
hear that a
amount of
lot.
money, they're not realizing that all of those things would be a negative. And if it would make sense that those are negatives to men who don't have kids, for one, men who have standards, men who are stable, men who have priorities, men who have want to raise and build raise a family and build with a woman. The very same things that women are complaining about and are stating as to why they should be at the top when it comes to, men picking them.
It's the empathy thing. We always put empathy for women, that they have better empathy. They really don't. They cannot put themselves into men's shoes and see what men are attracted to. They really think attraction is so symmetrical. Whatever they're attracted to, we must be attracted to it too, because they're attracted to it. This whole we're all the same thing is what's fucking these women's minds up.
Are the very same things that don't really benefit a man. When it comes to nature, right? The nature of women and just the nature of things. Women are more fertile, in their younger years. That's just what it is. There are some women who can have children later in life, but you're more fertile when you're younger, right? So for a man who wants to build and raise a family, those are the prime times where you're supposed to be doing that. That's what it's all about. It's not about, he's trying to manipulate. No, if people talk about they're Christians and you about the Bible and the things the way it's supposed to go and God and all of this, well, you would know that those are the prime times where you are most fertile, and those are your and I know they've heard of childbearing years. Childbearing years aren't when you 30, 40, 50 years old, even though people can have a child at that age.
Those are
most
risky
people are more
years.
fertile. Most women are more fertile in their 20s. So those are the optimal years for you to start creating your family. That's what it's really about.
Yep.
Because we all know as women, as your body as you get older, your body starts to change. Okay. You go from a change from your 20s to your 30s to your 40s and older. Our bodies go through changes. As you get older, it might be possible for you to have a baby, but it's not likely, and it's not the most safe. You may have more complications as you get older. You know what I'm saying? You might need a little help. You might need some other.
It might be dangerous. The man might has to choose between your life and the child's life. And that is a horrible choice for a husband, a father to make. I cannot even imagine being in that position to decide you got your wife and your child, or can only save one because of this pregnancy is so late in term or so late in her age or whatever it is. That would devastate me, either decision I make.
Things to help you first get pregnant and carry that baby and hold that baby to term. I'm saying that to say, I think a lot of women don't focus on that because the majority of them have already had their kids. So they're not thinking about you. You've already gave Pookie and Ray, Tom, Dick, and Harry babies. You've already created a broken home. You've already given your womb to several different guys and created children out of it. So a man with certain standards, morals, and values are gonna look at that. Now, this is for women who complain about this. You don't really have much to offer a man who has standards and who's looking to raise a family and build. Older women who already have kids, or women who have kids, you've already given that to another man. So now he don't even get that. On top of that, he don't even get your youth. And what I see is a bunch of older women who are getting BBLs. We talked about women getting BBLs in their 60s. Why?
What?
Why
60s?
would you be getting a BBL at 60? Your time is up. 60, you should be a grandmother or somewhere tending to your grandchildren. Doesn't mean you have to look bad or anything like that. You should already have been married.
But
already
your looks should
established
be
all
the
that.
least
Now
of your
you're supposed to enjoy
priorities.
your grandkids and things of that nature, right? you shouldn't still be out on the market with BBLs and breast titties to try to entice a man. Why are you trying to entice him? You can't give him nothing that he will want.
Shout out to Dee. She went in, and I loved it. You know, women need to tell other women this. The sisterhood needs to be broken. It needs to be broken apart slowly. As long as women are breaking apart slowly and telling other women, I'm all for it. Please extract down below. I really appreciate that. I'll get you next time.